Have you ever wondered why certain species are only found in specific parts of the world? Well, it's all down to a fascinating concept known as the Wallace Line, an invisible line that separates the distinct biological areas of Asia and Australia. This line is a testament to the adventurous spirit and scientific curiosity of one man, Alfred Russel Wallace. Wallace, a British naturalist, explorer and geographer, stumbled upon this line in the 19th century. It runs between the Indonesian islands of Bali and Lombok, creating a boundary that, despite being invisible, manifests itself in the unique distribution of species. On one side we see species typical of Asia, and on the other, species that call Australia home. This enigmatic boundary, this invisible line, is a living testament to the wonders of nature and evolution. So, the Wallace Line, an invisible boundary, is a fascinating phenomenon that has puzzled scientists for years. The story of how the Wallace Line was discovered is as fascinating as the line itself. It all started with a man named Alfred Russel Wallace, a British naturalist with an insatiable curiosity about the natural world. He set out on a bold journey armed with nothing more than his keen observational skills and a burning desire to understand the mysteries of nature. Wallace's voyage took him to the far corners of the globe, but it was in the Indonesian archipelago where he made his most groundbreaking discovery. As he explored the islands of Bali and Lombok, he noticed something peculiar. Despite their close proximity, the two islands seemed to house entirely different types of fauna. On one side, he found animals that were typical of Asian fauna, and on the other, he found species that were distinctly Australasian. The stark contrast in the species was puzzling. It led Wallace to hypothesize that there must be an invisible line separating the two regions, a line that animals, birds and fish could not cross. This line would later become known as the Wallace Line, named in his honor. His observations sparked a revolution in the field of biogeography, forcing scientists to rethink their understanding of species distribution and evolution. The invisible line that Wallace had theorized was not just a figment of his imagination, but a reality that shaped the world as we know it. Wallace's observations led to the discovery of this line, forever changing our understanding of biogeography. But what does this invisible line mean for the species living on either side, you may ask? Well, imagine an unseen barrier in the midst of the sea, a boundary that animals, birds and fish dare not cross. That, my friends, is the enigmatic reality of the Wallace Line. The Wallace Line, named after Alfred Russel Wallace, a British naturalist, is more than just an invisible divider. It acts as a natural barrier, hindering the migration of fauna between the Asian and Australian biogeographical realms. This invisible yet potent line runs between Bali and Lombok, two islands that seem deceptively close, yet are worlds apart in terms of their wildlife. This line has a profound effect on the distribution of animal species. On one side, we have the Asian fauna, with animals like elephants, tigers, and apes. Cross over the Wallace Line and you'll find a completely different set of creatures. Kangaroos, wombats, and the exotic bird of paradise call this side home. Why, you might wonder, can't these species just swim or fly across? Well, it's not that simple. You see, the Wallace Line also represents a deep water trench. This trench prevents Asian and Australian species from crossing over, as most can't traverse such vast and deep waters. Moreover, the differences in food sources, climate and predators on either side also discourage migration. This inability to cross the line has led to the evolution of unique ecosystems on either side. Over millions of years, animals have adapted to their respective environments, leading to a high level of endemism. That is, species that are found nowhere else on Earth. This fascinating phenomenon has made regions on either side of the Wallace Line a hotbed for biodiversity. The Wallace Line therefore plays a crucial role in shaping the unique biodiversity we see today. It's more than just an invisible line in the sea, it's a testament to the power of nature and the incredible adaptability of life on our planet. The Wallace Line is more than just an invisible boundary. It holds significant implications. Indeed, it's a powerful tool that allows us to understand the evolutionary patterns and distribution of species across our planet. This invisible line separating Bali from Lombok marks a point of divergence in the evolutionary journey of species, a division so stark that it's hard to ignore. It's like a window that opens to a different world, a different era, allowing us to peek into the past and understand how species evolved differently on either side of the line. The Wallace Line also plays a crucial role in conservation efforts. By understanding the species distribution and their specific needs, conservationists can develop more effective strategies to protect biodiversity. This line guides us in identifying which species are at risk and what measures can be taken to ensure their survival. Moreover, the Wallace Line assists scientists in predicting the effects of climate change on biodiversity. As the world grapples with rising temperatures and shifting climatic patterns, this line offers a unique perspective on how these changes might impact different species and ecosystems. So you see, the Wallace Line is far more than a geographical quirk. It's a vital tool in our ongoing quest to understand and protect the rich biodiversity of our planet. It's a testament to the fascinating complexity of our natural world. Indeed, the Wallace Line is a testament to the fascinating complexity of our natural world. So what have we learned about this mysterious invisible line? We've journeyed through the unveiling of the Wallace Line, a boundary invisible to the eye yet powerful in its influence. It's a line that has shaped the distribution of species, determining where certain creatures can and cannot thrive. We've seen how the line, lying between the islands of Bali and Lombok, has created a world divided where animals, birds and fish on one side are strikingly different from those on the other. This line, discovered by Alfred Russel Wallace, has proven instrumental in our understanding of biodiversity. It's a testament to how geographical barriers can influence evolutionary paths, leading to a planet teeming with diverse forms of life. In essence, the Wallace Line is more than just a geographical boundary. It's a symbol of the intricate balance of nature and the remarkable variety of life it supports. Understanding the Wallace Line helps us appreciate the intricate balance of nature and the fascinating diversity of life on our planet.